Hi, it's Shannon Hanspal. As you've just seen, I perform Space Oddity by David Bowie as a solo guitar piece. It was first released in 1969. It resonated with what was going on at the time. Of course, the year before it was released, Kubrick's film 2001, The Space Odyssey was released, and the Apollo 11 moon landing occurred in 1969. It was obviously a significant song for Bowie because it was released a number of times, first in 1969, again in 1972, which was accompanied by a promo video. Bowie performed it on the Kenny Everett Show in 1979. It was almost like a parody performance.
This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door.
So it was a running theme throughout his career. And the song itself is wonderful. It's just got some beautiful chord changes in there. So that was the first thing that I was playing around with, and I went, whoa, that's kind of a chord there. Obviously, Bowie sings the notes successively, but if you play them successively but let the notes ring out, you get this really interesting sound. Yeah, lovely. And it gives it some, it gives it space, because when you're playing, to the use of a pun there, when you're playing solo guitar, it's nice sometimes to fill the space with these open strings that give that sort of sustain, that resonance, and makes this guitar sound full, which is what you want sometimes when you're playing solo guitar. And so that's, I thought that was a really good opportunity to use these open strings. And then I go to this G13 over A flat chord. And the original recording, he goes to an E major, C major, and then I play the melody as a single note. A succession of single notes. Here, just straight triad, so F major triad, F minor, and C major, which is really a first inversion C major. You've got the third, fifth, and first on top. And then again, the second time the melody of the verse is played, taking the opportunity to use the open strings again. And this time I go to the A minor chord. And back to that F major and the F minor change to C major. And then it changes to this F major 7 chord. In the, I think Bowie's playing this voicing here with an F major, this major 7 as an open E there, open string. But I'm playing it here instead. Chord there, sounds nice too. And then I play a B flat major over C. Into an A minor as an alternative voicing. The open B and the open E. It's a standard G major. Then down to an F major 7. And you have that thrashy kind of chord progression where it goes through. Just C major, F major, G major, A major. And I've reinterpreted it a little bit here. I've played a C major 7 to a F major over G, G major over A, and A major over B. Now after that section, we go back into the F major 7. And in the original recording, there's that lovely little guitar solo there, really nice guitar sound as well. Very simple little melodic ideas. And the chords, it's F major 7, it goes out to E minor 7, and then A major, C major, D major, E major, and then you're back into the second verse. Some of these chords facilitate reinterpretations that can be real fun, especially if you like to add these alternative voicings and improvise around the chord changes. So for example, in this case, I have the F major 7. And here I've substituted the A major for an A13. And then to D, another D13, another D9. And into E9. In my performance of this piece, after the E9, I go to a C major 7 and I just improvise a little bit over the C major, then the G13 over A flat. Now here I'm playing like an octatonic scale. Resolve into the F major. So there, F minor 7 down to C major 7, and then F major. When you really sit down and you try and work out how can I play this chord, how many ways can I play this chord, and how can I connect the chord to the following one and make it work, make it sound convincing, particularly if you're playing these as solo guitar pieces. Yes, you can just play the standard chords and that can work fine too, but I like to get really intricate with these, and there are certain songs, certain pop songs that allow you to do that. And it's nothing new, it's nothing revelatory. You know, the jazz guys have been interpreting pop music for many, many years. And so it's kind of a common thing. That's where standards come from anyway. They were pop songs of the day. And jazz musicians started playing the melodies and soloing over them, and they became jazz standards. So it's a really age-old process. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.